So, if somebody has not met a realized being, how would that person go inside and dig the deep shit?
And dig the deep shit. Well, you've got a few things in there, haven't you? It's like it's a cultural reference. Me, a realized soul. And the fact of the matter is that there's another way of looking at it, which is that every single experience that we have, every thought that we think, is all about being on the path. And every single experience that we have is given to us by some incredible, we don't even understand how it works, but we get given these experiences. People show up in our lives, realizations show up in our consciousness. And this is a beautiful, natural process. How can we help that? We can help that by choosing it, by going, yes, please, I do want to know. Yes, please, I am open to transformation. Yes, please, I do seek peace. Yes, please, I do want what there is to have. Yes, please show me. Who are you saying yes, please to? Not to a person. You can say it to a person if you want. You can say it to Buddha, to Shiva, to Jesus, whoever you like. But really you're just saying it to whatever this is that creates what I experience. Please, yes please, I do want more. I do want to come into alignment. I do want to see this that is calling me. So it has been said in some cultures, oh yes, you must meet a realized soul, and just one look from him can put you in that place and activate your fast track. Or just one touch from him and you will be brought into this here now, right very now. Or just his one word will change your whole life, because the power of a realized being is so great. And there are contexts and experiences which all that is true. And I have to say, as weird as it sounds, I have met beings who do have that kind of power. My own master, Prem Rawat, he has spoken to me and transformed my whole life. Or say Mooji, one hug from Mooji and you're never the same. Or a look from a sadhu, an Arunachala, a beggar who looks up at you and blesses you. The look in his eye, never forgotten. So yes, all these things are there. But how can we speed this process up? By choosing it, by listening attentively and watching closely to what life is giving us. Because each person's path is unique and different. And once we've made that choice, once we know what we're looking for, then we will be directed by synchronicity, by a beautiful plan, which way to go and what actual set of actions works for us best. So it's no one gets excluded. You could be like in a desert, or up a mountain, or in the middle of a great city, not knowing anybody. And if you are to meet someone, you will meet them. When the student is ready, the master comes. But what form will that master take? Whatever's suitable. Whatever's suitable. It can be a word from a friend. It can be something you synchronistically read in a book. It can be anything. The point is that it's beautiful. It's coming from love. That we know we're getting there when we start to feel love. What is love? Love is stillness moving. You're still, you sit and you become very still. And then you have a volition to love. So you send it out and that stillness moves. Love. Imagine that. This energy, it's quite easy to get that we're in an energy field, that it's all energy. But the next level from that is, this energy is actually love. It's actually love. And somehow my heart, that's where the loving field That's the point of interaction. And I can push love out from my will. I can love under will. How amazing is that? 1 minute it's all a busy dream. Then it's empty. And then the emptiness fills with love. And there's no limit to how pure, how concentrated that love can be. When you do Vipassana meditation, when you do these courses, where you're sitting 10 hours a day for 10 days, there are points where you can speak with the amazing teachers. What's amazing and different about these teachers is they are not interested in giving lectures. There was one teacher, Christopher Titmuss, and he was saying, these people should give proper Dharma talks. And actually no, because these people, you have a question, and you come and sit in front of them, that they are so in that presence, that the answer comes as love. They love you into your clarity. They love you into your stillness. They love you into your own realization flow. And it sounds great, but it's actually what happens. They're really not into answering questions. They believe that love is enough. That metta, this stillness moving, is enough. And that means that you don't get given a load of concepts to get confused about. It's just the alignment of love. So, once we're on that path, once we've chosen to see what is to be seen, to unravel and unwrap the gift of this life, how that will happen, who knows? There's no formula. We like to make formulas, but there actually isn't any formula. It happens as it will, and it's all given. And it feels like grace. Grace is what makes the impossible, the seemingly impossible, possible. And that's how it's done. It's done to us. It's given to us. We make very little effort, and even the capacity to make effort and to be determined, that is also given. So wonderful. It's a joyous path. It's not about struggling. It's not about hardship. It's not about sacrifice. It's about receiving. It's about letting go. It's about deeply relaxing. It's about focusing. And taking all these things to the next level. Because they're all endless. You can become more concentrated, like a microscope. You can turn from times 10 to times 100. And then from times 100 to times 1,000. And each time what you see is remarkably different, even though you're looking at the same thing. So when we increase our focus of introspection, even though we're looking within as we were, because that focus is increased, what we're seeing is in a different way. A new understanding is coming, and there's no end to it. You could sit in meditation for 10,000 lifetimes, or a lifetime of 10,000 years. And still it would be as fascinating as it was the first time you sat down. Still it would be as amazing, still it would be as fulfilling, as peaceful, as wonderful as it was the first time. It never is exhausted. What else is like that? You couldn't eat food for 10,000, for a lifetime of 10,000 years. It would just go, oh God, what another profiterole gob down. You know, this is my 8 millionth profiterole with cream. Enough already. Or you couldn't have sex. You'd just be exhausted. 10,000 years of humping and bumping. They'd be like, oh God, all right, should we do it this way then? No. You couldn't talk, or you couldn't sing. You couldn't even dance for that long. But to sit and practice, to realize suchness, to become bliss, to enter fully into timelessness. Yes. I believe everybody's good at loving. Everybody's good at feeling peaceful. Everybody's good at realizing what life is. Everybody's good at being kind. Everybody's good at meditating. Everybody's good at meditating. Not everybody's clever. Some people have got limited intellects. Well, luckily you don't need your intellect for meditating, for realizing the truth. But this is something you can do. There are some things you can't do. Like, I couldn't high jump now. No way. High jumping is over for me. But I can still feel peace. And everybody's good at that. That's one thing that everybody's good at. When I do my readings, in the last year, I've asked maybe, 500 people, are you lovable? I know that you're broken. I know that there's stuff wrong, but are you lovable? And they go, yeah. Every single one of them went, yep, I'm lovable. And I say, are you loving? Can you love? Are you able to love? And they go, yeah, I'm good at loving. I can love. I said, but you're broken. You're not good enough. We've already talked about that. How can you love? No, I can love. I can. I am a loving person. Actually, I'm a very loving person. Every single one. We know we're lovable. We know we're loving. Regardless of our wounds, regardless of our brokenness, regardless of all that. That's amazing. Can you meditate? Just like, yes, I'm lovable. Yeah, you can meditate. Can you appreciate peace? Yeah, I appreciate peace. But even though you're broken, yeah, I appreciate peace. And we need this part of our lives to be given the full respect that it deserves. Because without peace, you're not really going to be happy. If you're living in your mind, if you're living in the constructs of thinking of that world, there isn't really real love there, no matter who you're with. And there isn't really happiness there, no matter what you're doing. We have to get out of the mind and come into being. How wonderful. So good luck with that.